Okay, so the ruthless Zed head is here to talk about this. I'm just gonna say this is an amazing game. This is the definite zombie game. There is no other game that even comes close to this. Absolutely fantastic. Difficult, extremely difficult, and that's how it should be. This is a zombie apocalypse. This is not a walk in the park. I actually hate zombie games that allow you to kill. They allow you to kill like hundreds of zombies without even taking even getting like blood splatter on you. It's really frustrating. I think they could be fun with other people and they are fast and something is happening all the time. But for me, this is what the zombie apocalypse is about. This is a game that really captures what would happen in a zombie apocalypse. In a real zombie apocalypse, you would not be running down the streets trying to kill zombies because they just keep on coming. You cannot get rid of them. You need like hundreds of people to clear a town like this. This is probably a town of, let's say it's a small town of like 50,000 people. We only had like 5-6 people, plus let's say the civilians were just under 1,000. So that's 1,000 people versus 50,000 people, and these people are actually spread out over a large area on the map. So you had some villagers here and there, some civilians here and there, and the civilian groups weren't probably in the hundreds. They were probably in the 10, in the tens. So 10 people versus 1,000 zombies, that's nothing. It would take you forever to kill those zombies, and one mistake and you are dead. And that's why I like this game. You really have to think. You have to formulate a plan, you have to keep to that plan, you have to do everything you can to stay focused, take the most efficient actions, and this is if you want to win, if you want to have a clear victory. For me, this is not really all that important. I mean, I want to win, I want to do well, but I want to do it my way. I want to have fun, I want to make up some stories with the characters, like for instance Mr. Johnson, the crazy Jew. I really enjoy doing stuff like that. And this game really allows you to let your imagination run wild with different scenarios, and you can come up with different rules. I mean, you can decide at the beginning of the game, you can decide that you want to do everything you can to protect the civilians. This is your goal, this is your this is what you will be aiming for in the game, and you don't care if you lose or win. You want to protect the civilians. So you could do that, and you could have fun doing that. You can also decide that you are a real scientist. You don't care about combat. You want to get the research level up. You want to find that antidote as soon as possible, and if the zombies manage to overwhelm you before that happens, well, then you lose. Then you weren't as good as scientists as you could have been. You can take all these different approaches to the game, and I really enjoy that. I really enjoyed the experience of this game. It took me like 8 or 9 hours to record this. Probably would not take that long to play the game. I would say if you play for as long as I did, if you play all these events, I got through like 40 events. So it's a lot of events, it's a lot of thinking and planning. So maybe 3, maybe 4 hours. Recording this took a lot longer. I had to talk, I had to think, and I actually between takes I had to think a whole lot. So it took me probably close to 10-12 hours, counting all that downtime. But that's what this game is about. It's an experience. It's a great experience of the zombie apocalypse. I don't think any other game that I have played comes close to this. I have Last Night on Earth. It's great to play with friends for some quick fun, but playing solitaire doesn't really work. It doesn't give me the same satisfaction. It doesn't give me the frustration of this game. And I love frustration. I sound like I hate it, like I'm really negative, but that's because that's a human response. Afterwards, when you think of these games and this gameplay that I had here, when I think of the experience, I will remember Mr. Johnson rolling double sixes. I will not remember anything from Last Night on Earth. Unfortunately, it's just a forgettable, fun game. I don't know what to kind of compare it to. It's like going to the movies and seeing some action movie, and yeah, you were entertained, but then you forget about it. And then you see some really effective drama that stays with you, that gives you this emotion. That is what this game is about. It's about the experience. The components, I talked already about this. I'm not a qualified reviewer of components. I don't know how cardboard is made. I don't know if this is durable or not, but to me this feels really durable. These chits and this board and all of these cardboard components feel like they were wood, so they feel really strong. They feel like they can keep for a long time, and I like that they are rounded. I like that they are already rounded. They are nicely cut, and this will keep for a very long time. I don't actually like the map being in this puzzle state. As you can see here, the warping is already starting to show again. So you have to kind of bend it and fiddle with it. But the thickness and the quality of this map assures that this will hold for a very long time. I also have some problem or some issue with the graphical design of the map, but mostly I have with the background. If the background was changed to something more defined for each track, I think it would be fine. I mean, the map is a decent size. It's not that large, but it's not that small either. It's fine for stacking zombies. It's fine for stacking player units. It's just that all of the tracks blend together in this grayish kind of hue. And sure, it's a zombie game, so it can't be that colorful, but as you can see, it's already a bit colorful with the different strong colors. So it might as well have been really defined. Like the mountain track should have been more grayish brown. It should really have been defined. The forest track is a bit green, but it should have been stronger. It should have been a stronger green. It still looks like there's a town area here because it blends into this grayish mass in the background. So if that was the case, if this was more defined for each track, I think the map would have been fine. There's nothing wrong with the map per se, and once you learn how the map works and where the different spaces are, you will not have a problem. But looking at this for the first time, I got really overwhelmed, especially with this side, with the tunnel track. I just looked at it and I said, whoa, yeah, so I need like a reminder for the map. But turns out it wasn't that difficult to keep track of everything. So yeah, the card stock and all of that I've already talked a bit about. So like I said, I don't really understand how this stuff is made. I only go by how it feels, and to me this feels, it's great. It's not excellent, it's not the best quality I've seen, but it's good enough. It's great. I don't know how else to define it. Like on a scale of 1 to 5, let's say 5 is a masterpiece of board gaming. This is probably a 3 or 3.5, so this is good enough. Very rarely do I feel that a game has 4. I actually thought that, like Zombicide for instance, people raved about that. I thought that was worse than this, much worse quality. The zombies were terrible. They were small little minis. I hated them. It seems like I hate that game, but I don't actually hate it. I just thought it was something else, but it wasn't. I thought it was this game, but this game is unique. So yeah, I enjoyed playing this game. I will play this game for many years to come. This is my second most favorite game at the moment, I think. Just under Arkham Horror, but nothing can ever touch Arkham Horror, so that's a whole another bag of cats. This game does feel a bit like Arkham Horror, actually. It takes like two turns and immediately start to think, oh yeah, so that's the way this game is played. So yeah, I really enjoyed that kind of gameplay, and I really enjoyed that one turn you clear off some of the Zeds and you think, yeah, this is working fine, nothing bad can happen, and all of a sudden one of your hero dies and you think, oh, okay, so I really need to be careful from now on. And this goes on, and I really enjoy that. I enjoy that you start off on a high note and slowly they try to get a grip on you, and they try to choke you to death, these zombies. I feel that the way this game is made is actually, it really fits a zombie apocalypse. I think this is one of the best, or this is the definite best zombie game that I have ever played. So yeah, those were some rambly thoughts from me on this game. I ranked it 9 on Board Game Geek. I'm pretty high in my ranking. Basically, if I rank anything 7 or higher, I'm keeping that game. 7, that's acceptable, I have fun with it. 8, I really enjoy it, I will play it almost all the time. 9, this is absolutely amazing, I will never get rid of this. And 10, that's reserved for one game and one game only, and that's Arkham Horror. That's a masterpiece. Yeah. But enough of that. Hope you enjoyed the videos. Hope I wasn't too rambly. Hope I wasn't too negative. And I hope I can make more of these video series in the weeks to come. So thank you for watching, and if you have watched the entire series, I applaud you, because this is now around 10 hours, I would suspect. Maybe not that long, maybe 8 or 9 hours. So you have watched 9 hours of me rambling, exhaling, being negative, making jokes, worshipping Mr. Johnson. By the way, Mr. Johnson, he deserves a spot here, so I will put him there. So yeah, that's Mr. Johnson, me and Mr. Johnson, and yeah, I will make a new video about this. Just have to talk about something else. Okay, so this is something I have to show you. This is probably the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. This is what humanity has come to, and this is why we have zombie apocalypses. We have some caution remarks here on this Sir Wipes-A-Lot napkin that I jokingly used in my intro to the game. This is just simply hilarious. I have never seen warnings and cautions on this level before. It says here, caution. I don't know if you can see this, I hope you can. It says caution, not an article of clothing. Okay, so a napkin is not an article of clothing. Okay, so that's the first, just think about that. That's the first caution, or the first warning. The second one is not a flotation device. It's not, a napkin is not a flotation device. I mean, do I even have to say anything else about this? Is this the level that humanity has come down to? I mean, do we need to have cautions and warnings on napkins telling us that these are not articles of clothing and these are not flotation devices? I mean, I'm not trying to make fun of the company. Well, to some extent I am actually, but more I want to comment on the the level the humanity has reached with the security issues. I mean, are the companies afraid that they will be sued because someone used this as article of clothing or as a flotation device? Or do they think that we are this stupid that probably some people would actually use this as a flotation device or a article of clothing? I don't know. It's just some social commentary here. I think this is just simply hilarious. This napkin actually makes the game more worth owning. I think they probably have this in other games, but this napkin brings the game up to a 9.1. It adds 0.1 to my score on this game because I received this napkin with my game. Well, that's it for me. Thank you for enduring my ramblings and have a pleasant evening.